I'm Joel Miller, and I'm your host. Thank you for joining me again on our next tutorial. And this tutorial, we're going to be talking about filling out your application. If you're new and you just started the process, one of the first things that you're going to do is actually fill out your appointment application with Security National Life. Now, you might be looking at this and saying, hey, I've already done that. This is not relevant to me. But I will say it's probably good if you take the time to, this is a very short tutorial, and listen to it, particularly if you're going to be bringing people onto your own personal team so you can have an idea of what they're going to be listening to, the process that they're going to be going through. So, that way when people ask you questions, they don't necessarily have to go to the tutorials. They can come to you and say, hey, listen, it's going to make you look good. You're going to have all the answers. So as it relates to the application, so when you begin the appointment process, you are going to receive a link in your email that is going to say Security National Life. It might say SNL appointment, and you're going to begin the appointment process of being sponsored by Security National Life. You have to be sponsored in order to, particularly if you haven't received your license, you have to be sponsored before you get your license. If you're already licensed, then you still have to be sponsored to go and present the pre-need product as well as represent many of our funeral home partners. So when you do receive that link, that email link via the computer, basically here's what, and this is very simple, and then we're going to be done. But you're going to fill out basic information: your name, address, social, etc. And basically what this is allowing us to do is do a background check. It's not an exhaustive background check, but it is a background check that is going to let us know, one, can we actually sponsor you, and are you in a position to actually be licensed by Texas Department of Insurance? For an example, if you have felonies, or if you have liens against you, it's unlikely that you're going to be able to be sponsored, and that you're going to be able to be appointed and are licensed with the Texas Department of Insurance. Now, here's the thing: you may have some credit issues, and some credit issues can prevent you. I will admit, not all, but some can prevent you from getting licensed. But one of the things that you can do to mitigate that and make it a lot simpler is if you just, some of those little issues that you might have of credit issues with creditors, if you start a payment process, no matter how little that payment process is, where it shows that you're actually making installments, you're making a good faith effort, then that really opens the floodgates as it relates to you getting appointed. There just needs to be some sense of this person is showing some sense of responsibility and not just saying, poo-poo on you. Can I say poo-poo? Poo-poo on you, I'm not going to worry about this. So this is a process that you don't want something like that to hinder you from moving forward. But you're going to go in, you're going to do your basic information to allow us to do a background check. Another thing it's going to do is going to ask you to upload a voided check. Now, here's the thing. Some people are like, I don't want to upload a check because they might take the money that I don't have. I don't have any money in my account, but I don't want them to be able to take what I don't have. Well, I can assure you that Security National Life, is not trying to take anything from you. Multi-billion-dollar company traded on the New York Stock Exchange. Trust me, they don't want your $300, $500, $5,000, $25,000. At some point, as you start doing this, I'm gonna tell you, listen. I'm not saying that $25,000 is not a lot of money, but I'm not gonna get in trouble over $25,000. I don't even think I'm gonna get in trouble over $1 million. If I'm gonna get in trouble, it's gonna have to be a lot of money, and I'm not gonna get in trouble. But what I'm saying is, even for me, you flash $10,000 in front of me, I'm not even gonna give you a second look. You know, unless, you know, it's a legitimate way of making the money. But so, you know, what you want to do is you want to upload your voided check, or you can actually create a voided check, you know, that has your name and your routing number, your account number on that. And here's the reason for that. We want to pay you. We want you to get paid. That's how we're going to pay you. You know, we're not going to send paper checks. You know, we're actually going to debit your account. I mean, not debit. Yeah, that is. Is that right? Not draft, debit. Yes, we're going to debit your account. No, is that? Deposit. That's the word I'm wanting. Like, we're going to deposit into your account the commissions. So that's the reason for uploading the check. Now, once you fill out the personal information, there's a lot of people that think the process is over. It's not over. You're going to have to move forward. There's about 8 disclosure pages, and this is basically saying you're not going to defraud families and, you know, say things that are unethical and be involved in money laundering, etc. So you want to read those disclosure pages and hit I agree, I agree, I agree. And then after that, there's a personality test. It's a short test, and the truth of the matter is, you know, don't try to be something that you're not. You know, trust me, you don't have to be a certain personality to be successful in this business. You know, you might be more of a reserved person. You might be more of a quiet person. You might be more analytical. You might be more expressive. You know, I mean, it doesn't make a difference, you know. I mean, there's a lot of different types of people who have come to the table and been very successful in this industry. I mean, you just need to be you. You need to be who God has made you to be. He's created you to be, and let the what's the whole adage? Let the chips fall where they may. So after you finish that personality test, finally, there's going to be a 10-question Patriot Act test. And that test is going to ask some additional questions about, you know, situations like if you're dealing with a person, they don't have an ID, you know, what do? Do you call the police? Do you call the government? Do you call, you know, your representative at Security National Life, you know, your compliance representative, you know. So, you know, you can, here's the thing, this is an open book test. You can use the internet, you can use your toenails, you can make, your toenails probably not going to help you, but what I'm saying is you can use whatever, you clip notes, we don't care. As long as you pass that test, we don't care how you do it. Now, here's the thing, if you're having additional problems passing the test, just let us know and we'll help you in getting over that hurdle. But we'd like for you to at least make a good face effort in trying to achieve that yourself. I think you're going to be able to do it. And the whole process takes about 35 minutes. Now here's the thing, what I would encourage you to do, if you're starting the application process, make sure you have about 35 minutes to do it, because here's what happens. People will start the process, they'll stop the process, and then they'll go back to finish and they're locked out. Now you have to call Security National. Now they got to send you another link to get you in. Here's the reason for that. Your personal information's in there. You know, that is to protect you, so that, you know, nobody can walk up to your computer, hit that link, and boom, all your information is there. So that thing locks back up. And so it's a bit of a, you know, it's a bit of a inconvenience, if you will, to have to go back and call back in and have them, you know, let you back in. They'll do it, but, you know, it's better if you started the process and just finished it. Well, that's it. You know, if you have any questions, please feel free. And if you ever have any questions for me, my telephone number is 972-658-8665. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being with me again.